Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Designer Breekelz here with another video for you. If you are new to this channel, I like to teach fashion and sewing related videos. So if that is something you're interested in, please hit subscribe so you don't miss a video. And if there's something you would like to learn how to sew or anything fashion wise, please comment down below. I'd love to research that for you and let you know. Anyway, so in this video, I am going to teach you guys how to illustrate your fashion designs. I'm going to tell you all about croquis and how to make your templates. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, you guys, so I have my sketchbook here and I have a couple notes. Now I got these pages that you're seeing here from when I was in school and took fashion illustration. Now, the different type of size books you can get are this big one. Let's see what size this is. I forgot to measure it. It is about 15 inches by 11. I mean, it's really your preference on what you would like to do. Whoops, sorry. It's really your preference on what size you would like to get. And then if you maybe want a little bit more help, this is the book I used while in school. It's Fashion Illustration for Designers. This book is really great. It has amazing templates. You know, it teaches you how to how to draw just about everything and anything in fashion. So it has tons of templates, everything that you would need. So if you're interested in that, this is really great. And then it comes with a little DVD. But anyway, let's go ahead and get drawing now. So the book that I like to use is just this like simple sketchbook that like you see a little kid can use this for coloring. It has, you know, really great pages. Here's some of my templates. And this one is about 11, oh, it says right there, 11 and 8.5. So this is what I usually use every day. It's easier to fit. This is my Croqui that I use every day. And then, you know, on the side's the guy, and then, you know, I test my colors. And so anyway, so a croquis, I know you may have been wondering, like, what's a croquis? I've heard of that before. A croquis is it's basically a template. So it's where you can just grab a quick little template, put it under your piece of paper, like how you see here, and then you're just going to use it to draw your, you know, your model and your design. So like I said before, I use this one every day. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you how you can make your own croquis and then make it into your own template. So let me go ahead and show you how to do that. Okay, let me pick a page here. Okay, so with most croquis, let me go ahead and show you guys this first. With most croquis, they are going to be about 8 to 10 inches long, like how you see here. And then here's just like another example as well. So what you're gonna need to draw the perfect croquis is this clear ruler. Mine's about 2 to 17 inches long. And I talked about this more in my tools video. So if you'd like to go check that out, it's just sewing tools, fashion designer tools that are really helpful. Go check that out. You can find these clear rulers at Hobby Lobby, you know, Amazon, basically almost anywhere. And then I like to use my curved ruler. I hope you can see that. So I like to use my curved ruler as well. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. So I'm just going to use this book here, and then I am going to use my ruler. And then I like to use these kind of pencils. And then I got a big eraser for my mistakes. So yeah, the mechanical pencils, I couldn't think of that before, what that was called. Okay, let's see here. So we're just gonna go ahead and follow what this is telling us. So when we're doing the head, it's going to be about 1 inch long. The neck is 1/2 an inch. From, you know, the bust, another 1/2 an inch. Then we got another full inch, 1/4. You know, you just kind of go ahead and measure it out till it's about 8 to 10 inches long. So, and then another example, what I'd like to show you guys, and then this is just like what I did in my illustration class, is you can really print off any picture on, I guess just whatever model that's like posing that maybe you find on Instagram or whatever, and then you're just going to make your lines, your circles, your curves, everything to help you make the shapes and sizes that you need to make your designs look realistic. So I'm gonna just show you here. Again, this is my favorite Croqui, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. I put it under my paper. Basically, in a way, I guess you're technically tracing it, but don't feel bad for tracing it because you want to make a quick sketch. Croquis are all about making your quick sketches, and so that you are making your design as realistic looking as you possibly can. That's what the point is to make the clothes or your design look as best that it can. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you. So I'm gonna make my straight line. I'm gonna go ahead and figure out where her shoulders are, where her bust is, where her hips is. Knee, knee, ankle, ankle, and then the arm, and then the head. Okay, so this isn't going to be my best drawing ever, I'll tell you that, only just because I'm filming. I really like to take my time when I am drawing. You know, I'll put on a movie or listen to music and just really get into my own little world, my own little creation, and just go with the flow and go ahead and sketch out my girl. Or guy, if you're doing a guy. So I'll try and just make this as fast as I can just for the sake of this video on how I like to create my illustrations. And then another helpful tip, what you guys can do if you are trying to find a Croqui, maybe you don't have one, I just go on Pinterest and type up fashion Croquis or fashion illustrations, and then like this is an example, this is one that I found, and then I will either upload them on my phone or laptop or, you know, whatever device that you have, and then you can just print them out and then make them and adjust them to your own size and fit, and, you know, what your, I guess what your brand kind of goes for. So, and then I'm just going to circle out her shoulders, her head, her chest. But yeah, if you want, you can really, again, like with this as I'm showing as an example, I really shaped out all of where her shapes are, and then I went ahead and darken out where the actual shape is, and then you're gonna erase all of the inside so you can draw your clothing. So it's just kind of a process. But then as soon as you have like the Croqui that you want to keep, then you will outline and darken the outer edges like this. and then that way you can just hurry and trace it so you can have your design ready to go. But anyway, I'll go ahead and just keep trying. Also, another thing is the more you get used to your Croqui, then you don't even need to trace it, because there's some designs where I'm just so used to like what this shape is that I'm just like, okay, and then I hurry and, but again, it's kind of, it is a process. So like I said, I like to put on a movie or, you know, just kind of chill out on my free time, and that's really when I like to get inspired. And that's just, I don't know, drawing and doing illustrations is just so relaxing for me. I really enjoy it, and it just helps like me figure out what I want to design and how is this design gonna look better. But anyway, let me just go ahead and keep drawing for you guys. I'm gonna fix her head. Her head I just did really fast. I guess in a way, don't really think of it as tracing. And I think I said this earlier, but the point is you're just trying to get the shapes. It's like a ruler. Think of like when you're tracing your Croqui, think of it as a ruler, that it's just a guide to help you get the shapes that you need to make it look professional or realistic. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is go ahead and erase the inner lines. But the lines that I want to keep are the outer lines here. It's not a very good example. Okay, so then when you are done erasing those lines that you don't want anymore, now I'm going to go ahead and just darker the outer lines, if that makes sense. So the lines that I do want to keep, that shapes my Croqui or my model. But say like if you really want to get into it and you want to make your own from scratch, this is the way that I would do it. I would just go ahead, measure out my line, decide how big I want her head, how big I want her neck, how big I want her torso. Like, you don't have to follow this like verbatim. Like, say like you want your style to have a longer swan looking neck or a longer torso. Like, fashion Croquis are very more like dramatic and, you know, all artsy and everything. So have fun with it, make it your own. but this is basically just an idea of what you're gonna do to get to where you need to go, if that makes sense. So anyway, so after I go ahead and draw out my croquis, then I like to I got this marker at Hobby Lobby. It's just like a illustration marker, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fill out the outer lines that I want to keep, so that way it's easier for me to have it outlined. And then I keep this as my template. You can print it off, yeah, or what you can do if you don't want to like waste your time, you could just go ahead and print this out, since the printer will already make your outer lines for you, and then just use this as a template. So anyway, that's just like a quick little example. It's not like the best sketch. Just for the sake of this video, I wanted to show you an example on what you're gonna do, but take your time with it, have fun with it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some examples that I have drawn. Here we go. So here's some illustrations that I've currently have worked on. I just used my favorite template like you see here. I, made my lines, decided where I want her head and everything else to go. And then I just put as much detailing and colors and just had fun with it. So yeah, anyway, and then you can play with the different hairstyles. And then this one I redrew. And then I just followed along the outline of how to accomplish this shape. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. I hope that's very helpful for you guys. Another tip, what you can do is get tracing paper, and you can trace over your, let me see if I have it. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to show you. So this is like a design that I'm working on at the moment. I'll post more updates about this later. But what you can do is get tracing paper, and you can trace out your favorite templates, and I would just draw half of the design, and then you would fold it on your tracing paper, flip it around, do the other side, and then when you have your full side or both sides fully complete, then you can print it off and then just use this as a template. So here's my little flat that I'm currently working on of this design. Let me show it better, and then I'm going to outline it with my black illustration pen. So I highly recommend getting one of these. These are so great, especially before you color your sketch or your illustration. So anyway, yeah, I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. If it has, please give me a thumbs up. If you need help or if you're struggling, again, just send me a message over on Instagram or my email, and stay tuned for more updates on my sewing videos and my design videos, and I will keep you guys posted and look out for new videos. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a fun and safe weekend.